What is up, everyone? My name is Will from Ghost Hack, and today I'm going to teach you how to stitch together your own kicks from samples. The end result is going to sound like this. Alright, so to start up, I have 3 kick samples here, and these 3 kick samples are from the Drum Hero 2 pack from Ghost Hack. What I have done, it's going to be a little bit easier than the snare tutorial. I did the exact same thing that I'm going to do right now, but with a snare in a previous video. But what I have here is I've separated them out into sections. You know, I chose a piece of the kick that I liked the most. For this one, I liked the transient, the main clicking transient. For this one right here, I liked the tail. And for this one right here, I really liked the low, the sub. So we're going to stitch all those together into a singular kick. So I already have them routed into channels. As you can see, together they don't sound that great. They're very, very messy. We have to edit them. So to start off, let's just do this. Let's just work with this transient. First off, I'm going to throw on an EQ, and I'm just going to take out the very sub. There's no need for a very sub in a transient. This one's going to be really clicky. So what we're going to do now is we're going to normalize. We're going to go out. And as you can see, this is as far as we can go with the out. But I want to go farther. All I have to do for that is now just work with the length. There. And now I can even do something. Let's say, do I want to mess around with the pogo? Yeah, that can be a really good way to get really sharp, clicky transients. But it makes it sound a little less full. So I think I'm just going to turn it up a little bit like that. Also, let's add boost with a little bit of clip. Maybe just a tiny bit. Yeah, that's fine. We're also just going to lower the sub a little bit here. Maybe raise the high end. And then after that, I'm going to throw a wave shaper on it. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go like this. Until I hear it distorting. Another thing I think I want to do, I want to just the sample start, and I want to turn it up just the smallest bit possible. Just the tiniest little, yeah. I have just barely activated it. You can see it's just scooted ahead a little bit. And that's just going to add to the click. That's going to cut it right kind of in the middle of the transient. It's not going to be right before. There's going to be no sliding up to the transient. It's going to be just right in the middle. It just adds to that click a little bit. All right, and now we have to work with the tail. Now with the tail, we also want absolutely no sub. So let's go ahead and cut this out. Make it a little crisper, all right. And I think all I need to do for this, I don't think I need to add a wave shaper. I think I will just add a really quick sound goodizer. Just kind of bring it out a little more. What we're also going to do is we are going to automate the volume here because we don't want that very, very click at the beginning. There's a click at the beginning, which we do not want. That's going to be covered by the transient. All right, so you can see that I have added this automation to fade it in and then just do a little fade out at the end. And then I've added a little gap. There's a tiny little space right in here, so there is no click. There's no click to this kick tail. So let's just turn this kick tail up. And I think we will clean it up a little bit more with that. And now let's move on to the sub. Now for the sub, pretty obvious what we're going to do here. We are just going to cut out all the high end. First of all, make sure this low end is controlled. Just lower all the high end. It's okay if we have a little bit of the low to mid click. It's actually going to help kind of glue the kick up a little bit, and we'll do some more fine EQing once we hear them all together. This is just getting the basics of what I know I need to do down first. Let's go ahead and make this kick completely mono. The low end wants to have no stereo field. All right, right now I think that's all that needs, so let's listen to all of them together. So far, they actually don't sound half bad. I expected it to be a lot more messy. It does need some work still, but it does not sound as bad as I thought it would. It actually sounds pretty clean. This transient, we need to lower the high end a little bit. Maybe boost the mids on this guy as well. Alright, for this kicktail, I think I'm going to go out a little bit. There, that's good. Now what's going to happen is I'm going to go in the master chain, which is just going through, like all of the kicks are just going through the master, and I'm going to do a little bit of EQing. Nothing drastic here, just little touch-ups. And then I'm going to throw on a wave shaper. And I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did with the transient. You can hear about here is when it starts to distort. So let me bring it back a little bit. That is a nice kick drum. That is nice. Let's go back and maybe adjust this a little bit. Can make this curve a little sharper. Alright, so now we have the kick. We just need to export it. So let's just record on input. And there we have our kick right there. It looks beautiful. That's a great shape. And what we're going to do is just trim it up a little bit. Yeah, that'd be fine. And there we have our kick. All right, so there it is. A little simpler than doing the snare. You don't need to have as many layers. Kicks can be really fun and very easy to make, especially when you have good samples, like in the Ghost Hack Drum Hero pack. If you would like to purchase that, there is a link to the Ghost Hack website in the description. And if you want, there is also a link to download the kick that I made in this tutorial. So thank you all so much for your support, and we will see you in the next video. Happy producing.